Hey friends, it's Donna. I'm back with you on Monday in my hot mess of a craft room. Had a busy weekend, but had lots of fun. So I know I tried to do my laptop, but it was showing no chat available. I don't know what's up with that, but so I thought I'd just go on my phone and give that a try. So I hope everybody's okay, doing all right. I'll wait just a minute and see if anybody comes on today. So I had so much fun making this card. It's some kind of a pillar card. I got the idea from Bec Hall. She's part of my Beyond the Challenge group that I'm part of. And she was part of Kevin's Kreations summer online retreat, which was so much fun. I've just got to tell you, it was so much fun. So I hope that people can stop by. And if you're watching on the replay, I hope that you give me a thumbs up. Tell me where you're from, all the good stuff. I love to learn about where everybody is. So Bec's card, because she's from Australia, is a bigger card, and I tried to make something a little bit smaller. So I'm using the Terrific Toadstools stamp set, and I'm also using the Round We Go. So I'm using those two, but the Toadstool, that's on page 101 in the catalog. You don't have to get the punch because it's pretty easy to fussy cut. So it's not horrible. So anyway, we will get started. You're going to need a full sheet of cardstock, 2 panels that are 4 1/4 by 11, and we are going to score them together. I'm trying to find a place to put this so I don't lose everything. I have a lot of pieces cut out already, and I need some scrap. So we've got this piece of cardstock. We'll move everything over and get my paper trimmer out so we can score this. So on the 4 1/4 side, you need to score at 1 inch. You're going to do this on both pieces. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll just give you a 1/4 of an inch little piece on the side like that. You can see that you're just going to have a 1/4 of an inch. That's what you're going to attach. Okay, so we're going to do on the next piece this exact same thing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I imagine it's going to be pretty hot here again today. Ohio gets so hot and humid. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to put this aside for the moment, and I'm going to burnish all these, all these pieces. This is really a cool card, and it is so easy to make. Awesome. Awesome to see everybody. Okay, and then you got this little flap. It's important. I think Bec's her card was like 11 1/2 by 4 1/8, something like that. But that 1/8 was just so tiny. I was like, well, this still requires a bigger envelope. 'Cause I think when it folds, it's like 6 inches. So 6 inches in length. Okay, so I'm going to use liquid glue. Put it on this teeny little flap. Teeny little flap. If I were really on it, I probably would have had one of these already done, but you know, that's how it is. And then we just fold this in half and lay it on there. Press, press, press. A little too much glue, but that's okay. We'll just press. Put that underneath my, I'm making a mess. Put that on underneath my glass mat here for a minute. Give it some weight. Press it down, and now we'll do the other one. I know you're like, how is this going to happen? And my measurements are different from hers with even the pillars that I'm cutting out because, like I said, I'm in the U.S. She's in Australia. I don't know if any of y'all mail packages overseas, as I do. And my package to the Netherlands came back. I've been mailing packages there since, trying to think, 2001, maybe? And it came back. I have no idea why. No idea. Oh my gosh, my fingers are so sticky now. Okay, we'll close this up. Get the paper trimmer back out. Okay, so on one pillar, you're going to cut these both differently. On the one pillar, we are going to cut at 4 inches, 4 inches, and 2 at 3.5. And it turns out this one's 3.5 too. That's how I came across that little measurement. It's like, well, that's how that worked. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I like when it comes that way. Okay, now the other piece is second tube. You're going to get 2 at 3 inches. Move that out of the way. 2 at 3 inches. 1 and 2. And then 2 at 2 inches. I could move that down just a little bit, just a smidge. And this one's just a little bit shy of 1 inch. Okay, so we're going to move these all over. Move that over here. So you're going to have your 4-inch panel, right? Your 2 3.5-inch panels. Your 2 3-inch panels. Your 2 2-inch panels, and then the skimpy little one that's roughly 1 inch. If you want to cut it separately, you could, but I'm just using up every piece of cardstock from that sheet, so I have no waste. Okay, so then you have all this DSP, which is designer series paper. Okay, so you're going to have, I'm using, it was free paper in the winter with Celebration, so I'm using the free paper. So you need 2 pieces that are, everything's going to be 7/8 of an inch, okay? So just cut strips of 7/8 of an inch. I'm trying to kind of do scenes with them, so I cut my 3 7/8 inch off 2 panels at the top, so I'd have those 2 pieces, okay? You need 2 of those. You need 4 of the 7/8 by 3 3/8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is that right? Who knows if I got those right? Yeah, that's right. That one's right. This one I don't think is right. Nope. But that's okay. They're on the opposite sides of the card. It's okay. The next one you need 4, and I decided to use different on the next panels. You don't have to, you can do them all the same. 7/8 by 2 7/8. It's just the back side, just the back side. It coordinates. You need 4 of 7/8 by 2 7/8. You need 4 of 1 7/8 by 7/8. So I got the 4. So you got 4 of those. And then you need, these are like 6/8 by 7/8, roughly. Does that go like that or like that? Who knows? They were scraps, so I'm using them. Okay, so you have this menagerie of pieces. Oh, and then I have for the back, I have a white piece, 2 7/8 square, and then a DSP 2 7/8 square. You definitely need one to write on because you're just going to have lots of panels in the back, not a flat space. You don't have to have the DSP. It's okay. So I'm going to just start gluing. Let's move things around so I can get these out of the way. So these 2 little pieces, they're going to be the very front. So I really should have probably concentrated on getting them to actually match, but it was like, it's okay. This panel usually like pops in, so you have to pull it out. Oops. So there you go. There's that piece. I'm going to move it out of the way so I don't get my fingers all over it. So you got 2 of these. And you want to try, I like to have the yucky piece. You can trim it, but I have it to the back so you don't see it. So we need 4 pieces of this. This is the next one, but I'm trying to see if I did have them in some sort of, I'm not sure how that worked. I don't see anything. Maybe this matches. Does this match? This matches. I think this matches. Yeah, that matches. And this matches. Okay, so we're good. Now I have a matching scene. I'm just putting the papers on here. We have a left panel, right panel. And once you see how this goes together, you're like, oh my gosh. I will put the measurements in after the video. Sometimes it takes me a bit to be able to access it again, because I'm not the brightest, sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to technology. Hey, Tracy. Well, sure, I can make a paper heart. Folding paper in half. At least that's how I learned it in kindergarten. Okay, so there's those 2 panels. The next 2 are these. Tracy, you need to come over and we can do a video on your card. I'm home today. Monday's my home day. So here's this. Panel. There's a panel. Lots of panels, but they're all different sizes. I like my measurements because I don't have any waste. It all goes. But if there's waste, I don't care. It's not that big a deal. But I just liked how this worked out. And hopefully I can figure out how to link Bec's. Wait a minute. Those 2 I think are the tallest, right? Right. We got these for the next size, right? I think she's Bec's House of Crafts. Bec's House of, can't remember if it's Crafts. That's Bec Hall. I haven't even made all the projects from that retreat. Such fun projects. Okay, we're almost done. Almost ready to put this show on the road. Like that. This is going to be, this toadstool, even though I don't like mushrooms, this is just a really happy set. Just cherry. Did I do this wrong? I bet I did. Oh well. That is okay. See, I thought I had these the right way. This way, okay. I think there's so much going on that you're not going to notice, or at least whoever gets the card is not going to notice if you have everything just right. So, okay. Okay, so we got all of our panels. So this is how they are going to go. Okay, so it all works. Okay, so we will move these back out of the way again. We're going to work with these panels. So you've got your score line right in the middle. Don't put anything on the score line. You're going to use this, the left panel on the back, put glue on it. And it's going to be at the bottom right next to that score line. Okay? Hopefully you see where I'm going. Yeah, you come over today. After I do this, I'm just working on crafty stuff. Working on my cards for the week. Okay. You just want them to be flush so it stands up well, not crooked. I feel like that's a little crooked, but I think it's okay. Okay, there's that. The next size panels, which I had different paper, they're going, you guessed it, on the right panel of the one up in front of it, but glue on the left. Glue on the left panel. Press, press, press. And this one's glue on the right panel, just the opposite. Put it right next to that score line, not on it, just next to it. And always make sure that you are standing well. It needs to stand. Stand, stand. Now the two short ones, now we're doing things a little different. A little different. So you're going to want to put the glue on the opposite side that you would normally, what we've been doing. You're gluing it on the opposite side here. So I'm doing the right panel on the card, but I'm putting glue on the left side because we're going to start building it in. Okay? And this one, right side, but the left side of the panel. Okay? Not on the score line. Okay, still working. Make sure it's good and pressed. This little piece, you're putting glue on both pieces. Both pieces. And here you go. So I'm pressing. So, and there you go. Pull that one out a little bit. Well, you just fold it flat, but like I said, it is 6 inches. So you're going to need a bigger envelope. It's a bigger card. So there you go. So now I'm going to put stuff on it. So for those of you who want to stick around, you can watch this part. I feel like I need Melon Mambo. I really like this. This is probably like my favorite pink color out of all the pink colors we have. I really like it. So I'm popping up to say hi. And anybody who knows me knows that a lot of times I like to just fussy cut my images, my sentiments, so that they don't detour from, where did I put my scissors? Detour from the image. I losted my gunky scissors. I losted them. Okay, now let's see. We'll use my other ones. These are my good scissors, but those pink ones, I really like them. So I'm just going to... Those little ones, I use them for everything. And they are really cheap scissors, but they stay pretty sharp. These are just my good scissors, so I really don't want to mess them up. I'm always afraid I'll get glue on them. Not my ribbon scissors. That's okay. So I have some pink, red, pink. I wonder if that'll work. Oh, sure. Just a little bit of pink. Sorry if I'm getting you motion sick. A little bit of that. So that I'm going to put right here, but I've been using glue dots. I don't want a lot of adhesive on the card so that it won't move like it's supposed to. So I just like put a little glue dot. Let's see, this one's smaller, so yeah, I'll put a glue dot here and then another glue dot. Just don't want like liquid glue to spread. Okay, so that goes like that. So there's that. That'll bend a little bit. Okay. And then we have all these mushrooms. And like I said, there's a punch for this, which I do have, but you don't have to have the punch. You can just fussy cut these things because they're easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so we'll put a little bit of glue. I'll assemble these. This isn't too bad a card. It doesn't take too long. And this Tombow does dry clear, so I'm going to let that go. And I'm going to put this one on. Let this dry so I can put these on. Who knows how much I'm going to put on here. Let those go. I even cut out some green. I think I'm going to put that like right there. Cut that out. Okay. I'm just going to use a little one for this. This is a brand new bottle, so I feel like it's under pressure and it just wants to ooze a lot. Hope that works. Let's get some of these weird shaped ones. I know Tracy's a fan. You have your card at the Senior Center? The one you just made, the real fancy fold one? That is cool. And this one. And then we'll start putting things on. This is probably going to be a birthday card. Although I like to do more thinking of you cards. Okay, we'll leave these. We don't need every single one of them, right? Let's put this little grass on here. Okay, so we'll put that right here. We could totally put more. Oh, see, that doesn't want to. That's probably not going to be a good idea. Probably should have just done there and there, like the glue dot. That's what we probably should have done. Okay, this one might be the first one. Just a little bit. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to put it on just this one panel. Like that. And we'll put this one on. Like this. I had one somewhere that was on plastic. You could totally do that. I need to cut it more though. It's too long. This is acetate. You can use it for little fingers, like to stick it up like that. I think I might do that, but I need tear and tape for that because the glue doesn't like the acetate. Doesn't want to be permanently sticky. So since I had this left over from another card, why don't we use it? got a hair. And that's kind of a little too high. Don't like that. Let's put this one on this side. Like that. Like that, like that. And like that. We'll do one more. This is going to have all the things on it. Probably too much. Like that. Stick. Okay, so we have that, but that's too high, but that's okay. Now the back side, see, this is what I'm talking about with the back side. You need to have something here. I think I'm just going to put on the sides because it does move. That's the scene on the paper. Let's move this up a little bit, straighten it out. And then we got a white piece for you to sign on. We'll do the same thing on each side. So as it bends, maybe that'll be okay. Maybe that's a little bit too big for some reason. Okay. So there is that card. Isn't that fun? I think that's a fun card. Fun card. So I hope you give it a try. And I'll be sharing this on my Facebook page. Please share your card if you make it on my Facebook page where I post this, because I'd love to see what everybody else creates. It just inspires all of us, right? That's what we want to do, is inspire people to make cards and then send them out. Oh, I got to show you the other ones I made. Oh my gosh. So my very first one was a hot mess. It's just a hot mess with the birds on it. I was just using scrap paper. First attempt. Okay, then the second attempt was this birthday card, using up paper. Then I made this one with the perfectly pear set. I heat embossed this. I love that paper. Just love that paper. That's my next one. And the one I made yesterday when I was still playing after church and everything was, I used the Pop and Buy. So I'd love to know which your favorite is. This is just so cute. I love popcorn. I admit it. So yeah, I've made a few of these now. I've made a few. Loving it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And I'll see you back here on Wednesday. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Okay, Tracy, I'll see you in a little bit. Bye.